Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, today we are tackling a massive, and I mean absolutely massive, productivity headache. If you use AI at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to dive into this brilliant, totally game-changing system from the Troiana AI hub that literally flips how we interact with tools like Claude. So if you are sick and tired of spending more time fixing AI outputs than it would have taken to just do the work yourself from scratch, well, you are in the exact right place. Let's get right into it. Because we've all been there, right? You type out this careful prompt, you hit enter, and you lean back. You watch the AI generate paragraph after beautifully formatted paragraph. It takes, a couple minutes, maybe up to 5, and it looks so incredibly impressive on the screen. But then, you actually read the very first sentence, and your heart just sinks. It completely missed your actual intent. It is a flawless, highly confident response to a question you literally did not ask. And the worst part? Fixing it now means another full round trip of writing, waiting, and just hoping it gets it right this time. Now, here is where we need a bit of a paradigm shift. It is so easy to look at a bad AI output and think, man, this AI just isn't smart enough to handle this logic. But according to the insights from the Troiana AI hub, that's actually rarely the case. Bad answers are almost never reasoning failures. The AI isn't failing at logic, it's actually executing perfect logic, but on hidden assumptions that you didn't even know you left completely ambiguous. It's basically answering a slightly different question than the one you actually meant to ask. So what's the fix? It all boils down to this one golden rule from Troiana. A 10-second echo saves a wrong 5-minute answer. This right here is the core thesis of our explainer today. We are going to look at how to literally force the AI to echo your instructions back to you before it does any of the heavy lifting. It's this tiny 10-second intervention, but it completely wipes out that agonizing 5-minute wait for a totally useless result. All right, Section 1, the restatement trick. We are officially moving from the old prompt and pray method to a new confirm, then act workflow. The Troiana AI hub breaks this down into a super simple 4-step loop. Let's say you're using Claude. Step 1. You just ask your question like normal. Step 2, and guys, this is where the magic happens. Claude restates the task and its underlying assumptions in its own words before it starts working. Step 3, you quickly review that short restatement. You catch any misunderstandings while it's still totally free and fast to fix, and you just drop in a quick correction. Then, Step 4, Claude does it right on the very first try. By forcing that misread out into the open right away, you turn what would have been a massive rewrite into a super simple one-line fix. Let's actually ground this with a real-world office scenario straight from the source material. Picture this. You need to synthesize a huge document. You type your prompt. Give me a summary of this report for the board. Now, to a human coworker, that probably seems totally clear. But to an AI, that prompt is actually loaded with blank spaces. And you see exactly what those blank spaces are when you ask Claude to restate the task. Claude echoes back. A 1-page, decision-focused summary for non-technical directors emphasizing financial impact. Wow, look at all those assumptions. Claude just decided on its own that the board wants exactly 1 page, it assumed they are non-technical, and crucially, it assumed the emphasis should be all about the money, the financial impact. The AI's echo just laid all of its internal, hidden assumptions right out on the table for you to see. And now, you can see exactly where this train is about to go off the tracks way before it even leaves the station. You realize, actually, I don't want a financial focus at all. So you jump in with Step 3, the correction. Wait, I actually need the technical risks foregrounded. Because you caught this early in that restatement phase, you were only correcting one little phrase. You weren't rewriting a 5-page summary from scratch. You just redirect its aim a tiny bit, and boom, you get the exact right summary on the very first try. Okay, moving right along to Section 2, when to actually use it. Because to really master this tool, we need to set some clear boundaries for efficiency. The Troiana research draws a very firm dividing line here. You absolutely want to use this 10-second echo for item 1. Multi-step tasks, anything with high ambiguity, or honestly, any prompt where a wrong direction is going to be super expensive or annoying to redo. Think about generating a really long document, asking for a massive code change, or mapping out a strategic plan you're actually going to use. That is where you absolutely need that confirmation. But on the flip side, look at item 2. Do not use this for simple, unambiguous requests. If you're just asking for a basic translation of a single sentence, having the AI stop to restate, I am going to translate this sentence for you, is just slowing you down. It's unnecessary ceremony. Keep it lean when the task is simple. Which brings us to Section 3, Advanced Tips and Mistakes. Let's look at a few pro-tier maneuvers to really elevate your AI skills. So, to get to that pro-tier level, we first have to talk about an incredibly frustrating phenomenon called the silent omission. This is basically the exact opposite of a misread. A misread is when the AI confidently does the wrong thing. A silent omission is when the AI just leaves out a crucial element entirely, simply because you assumed it would be automatically included, and the AI assumed it wasn't. It's totally invisible, but it is an absolute killer for your workflow, because you might not even realize what's missing until it's way too late. So, how on earth do we defeat the silent omission? Well, with the out-of-scope trick. This is a fantastic advanced prompt maneuver. You actually ask Claude to state what it will not do, the things it's officially treating as out of scope. When the AI generates a list of things it plans to just completely ignore, it instantly exposes those silent omissions. If you see something on that out-of-scope list that you actually desperately need, you just pull it right back into the project scope before the AI even starts typing. It is honestly a phenomenal way to ensure you are both 100% aligned. But, of course, there are some pitfalls you gotta avoid. The Troiana hub identifies 3 common mistakes that will absolutely ruin this whole technique. Number 1, skipping the confirmation and just letting the AI run with its restatement. If you don't actually pause to read the echo and correct it, you are entirely wasting the step. Number 2, writing prompts that are so incredibly vague that even the AI can't pin them down for a restatement. You have to give it something real to reflect back at you. And number 3, like we touched on earlier, using this trick on trivial tasks. That just bogs down your whole day with totally unnecessary steps. And that brings us to our final thought. The very next time you sit down to tackle a big, complex project with AI, I really want you to ask yourself, what hidden assumptions is your AI currently making about your most important tasks? It's time to stop the prompt and pray cycle. Apply this 10-second echo to your very next prompts, force the AI to show its hand, and just watch how quickly you can turn a potential 5-minute disaster into a perfect first-try success. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Get out there and happy prompting.